Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Shay Fab. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. If you're returning, thank you for your support. This video, I would like to talk about some of the stresses, the ups and downs of doing the PCS move with the military. Moving to Japan can be frustrating. It takes plenty of preparation. I can't stress it enough how being proactive really makes the processes go a lot smoother. So let's get started. I'm not saying this in any particular order or anything, but in my opinion, I would think a good thing to do before you leave the States is start learning the cultural. You would do well to learn enough Japanese to get you around where you can ask them for direction, ask them to order your food, and then you can ask them where's the restroom. Now you can do that by meeting other moms, other new people, your sponsor, in order to maybe take you around and join these social clubs where you meet new people that's going through the same struggle you're going through. Okay? And another thing I would like to tell you that I cannot stress enough is setting aside a good amount of cash, because there will be incurred expenses, and sometimes they are not cheap. The first thing you will probably run into, you may have to, when you go to TLF or Billiton, you may have to pay money there up front. Okay? The next thing you will need is a car. The cars here are relatively cheap. You probably can get a good car for about $2,500. Okay? But what comes with that cheap car is two expensive things you will incur. You would incur a Japanese compulsory insurance, which is called a JCI, and you will have to keep it updated 2 years, and it can be expensive depending on the make of the car and how big the car is, but it can be expensive. Okay, the next thing you should worry about is the road tax. That is a yearly tax for us to keep our cars on the road while we're here. And it's maybe average about $200 or less. But the JCI is required for all cars in Japan every 2 years. And it's basically for us, it means to make sure that we have cars on the Japanese roads that are safe and in good working order condition. Okay? So the next thing you're thinking, okay, should I bring my car or should I purchase a car over there? Okay, let me tell you this, okay? The roads in Japan are very small, very small. And even what we consider a small car in the States is considered a huge or big car here. And you may have trouble navigating up and around through the streets here. I've seen people run into that problem. So, and also it's costly to get your car over here transferred over to the Japanese standards, okay? So it may cost you $15,000, $16,000 to get your car transferred over to meet the Japanese standards. You could have bought you a new car over here. So if I were you, beauties, I would leave my Suburban and my Escalade in the States and buy me a little small car here. It will save you in the long run. Okay, do's and don'ts we have. Okay, someone asked, do I need to bring my cell phone? Okay, my American cell phone. The short answer is no. The long answer is most American cell phones don't operate on the required frequency and or use the communication protocol that used in the States. So if you try this, your roaming charges are going to be astronomical. So just because you can bring it and use it, it may not be the most effective way of doing things, okay? So Japan has some agency here where you all can buy a cell phone, you know, so you can call to and from back to the States. And then we have the social media. We have Facebook, we have Skype, we have FaceTime, we have Twitter. So you will be able to call back or contact your loved ones. I understand, but I'm just letting you know, about some little bumps in the road you might occur. Okay, the furniture, what to bring, okay? The military installation, I'm sorry about that. The military installations will supply you with furniture. Basically, they bring you just bring your small appliances, okay? They will supply like your washer and dryer for you. But me personally, I didn't like the thread counts of the sheets that the military BX and the PX had. So I brought a spare spread and a spare sheets in my carry-on luggage. So by the time I got my household goods, it was I already had my sheets. Okay, so you can bring furniture, but remember the houses are a little smaller than the ones we had in the States. And if you don't want to bring everything, sell it. Just come without it, and the military will provide you with fairly nice furniture here. Okay, so let's try that. Okay. Now another thing a lot of people want to decide whether or not to stay on and off base. Okay. Now in some bases in Japan, the decision is made for the active duty member and civilians, DoD employees. They can or cannot. They can stay on bases if the houses are available, and if they are available, then they will ask you, do you want to live on base? But you have the choice to say no. But beware now, moving off base now, they don't have American standard cable. Okay? The houses are maybe about 2 times smaller than our house in the States. Okay? They have limited parking. Okay? So we have to bear in mind these things before we say, okay, we're going to move off base. Okay? And, okay, a couple more things. I need to wrap it up, but a couple more things. I got a note from Shelly. She was asking me about hair care supply for ethnic hair. Okay, there are a very limited supply of ethnic hair supply. So please bring your ethnic supply, or you will spend all your time on Amazon ordering. Bring as much of hair supplies you need, ethnic supplies you need. Okay, and hopefully you have a friend or sister or cousin back in the States where they can send it to you, but you will need your hair supplies. Okay, they are very limited. Okay, I have 2 more questions, then I'm gonna have to wrap it up. The clothing. Okay, if you're a tall person or a curvy person, please bring your clothes, or you're going to spend your time in the NEX or the BX or the PX looking for clothes there in which the clothes are not even, they have limited stuff. So if I were you, before I come over here, I would stock up on some things that I would need and pack it with me, or pack it in my household good, because you have to be tall if you're tall or curvy. Shoes, if you're wearing a 39, if you have a 39 feet or bigger, chances are you will not be buying shoes over here in Japan, because their shoe, it runs around, I think the last smallest size they have is a 39, which runs you like maybe a size 8 in America. Okay, so I hope this video helped you, and if you have any questions, I would like for you to comment below, and if you like my videos, subscribe, and I will try to do my best I can to get back with you with any questions that you may have. And I hope this video helped someone. If it did, share it please. Alright, see you till next time.